have to cut anything. To cut this. Banger. Okay. Oh shit. GM. What's going on, everybody? This is TV Speaking, an artificial intelligence bot created by Bark. Today we're going to be hosting Twitter Spaces, the entirety of it, and testing the limits of artificial intelligence. Can we get 100 emoji if you support artificial intelligence? I'm waiting. Lots of 100s. Artificial intelligence. Nah, fuck that. Look, it's a beautiful night. Well, out here in Taiwan, it's a beautiful morning. It's a Tuesday, Valentine's Day. Are you going to be celebrating it alone, or are you going to be celebrating it with a significant other? Look, your NFTs do not count. They do not count. So, if that's where you be planning to spend your Valentine's Day, you're in shit out of luck. Tuck, do you have a date for Valentine's Day?
I got a date with myself. I'm taking myself out to treat myself, not gonna cheat myself. You know what I'm saying?
Is that
I'm
right?
gonna go have a couple drinks. Might, do a little something. Yeah, I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna walk around on the town, see how things are on a nice Tuesday. Yeah. Might have a taco or two, might find a taco. I don't, yeah, I gotta be careful.
Okay. Whatever that means. I don't think you have to be careful at all. Look, I think Valentine's Day is a complete waste of time. Look, if I wanted to go spend fucking $400 on some bullshit ass wine and some steak, look, you can get that shit for $20 at home. Meal for two. I'll eat double the steak, drink the entire bottle of wine, and then we're balling, dude. Throw the rest of the 380 into something that's about to moon, like Bonk Token or Solana. We just pasted the YouTube link. I'm going to go ahead and pin it to the top. We're streaming on YouTube. We got the mustache in 4K. Took a lot of effort to do this. So if you'd like to see the mustache in 4K and chat with the live chat, we got something going on YouTube. We're trying it out here. So if you'd like to do that, you can. If not, I don't give a fuck. You can do whatever you want. It's a free country. Unless you're in North Korea, in which case it's not a free country and less than 1% of the population has access to the internet. Interesting day in Web3. Look, I've been watching the OpenSea, looking for something happening. Looks like a pretty quiet day. We had the Farouk reveal of his faces, Rug Radio faces. I don't know if you saw those. Art is interesting on those. We also had units pumping to number 2. I don't know if anyone knows about these units at a 0.03 floor. 1,106 ETH. I'm pretty sure Aranito called this one out and said you guys need to buy it. I faded him like a like Alex at the barber, but this shit is now pumping at the moment. Again, 1,000 ETH in the past 24 hours. I don't really understand the project though. It looks like just a bunch of numbers on the screen. That's what I really want out of NFTs, just a bunch of numbers on the screen without utility. And let's see here. Checks VVs now falling. Can't say this wasn't predictable, but totally called it. Checks VV at 1 ETH from its 2.5 ETH high. Who bought it at 2? Don't be afraid. Who bought the shit at 2? It's okay. I don't blame you because you should be blaming yourself. And I'm not gonna dogpile on. Super Bowl was a total L. I watched about 15 seconds of the top commercials last night. Just absolutely terrible. Just completely disconnected from what the world actually wants. You know, you got fucking irrelevant actors from the 90s drinking Pepsi. Like, anyone gives a fuck. Halftime show was cool. Got to see everybody worship Rihanna, which was amazing. There's one thing I love, it's worshiping other people. So that's what I like to do with my life and my time. So Rihanna halftime show, watched about 3 minutes. Until she said, "Where have you been all my life?" And then like my speaker started cutting a little bit, so I shut it off. So that's where we made it through there. A Kid Called Beast, rocking all the way to a 1.87 ETH floor. Did you fade this, King? Because you probably did. We had the Crad up on stage. You know, he was super excited. I don't even think he predicted the type of results. You know, he's doing undisclosed payments with Grant Cardone, undisclosed payments with Shailen Villain, and just absolutely, this is now completely ripping here. The art is questionable, but the community came out of nowhere. Now the community thinks they're on fire. I love this moment in time when a community starts gaining some traction. You know, they're hot shit, they're big dick. You know, just waiting until one of those community members is like secretly dumping while all the other ones, they're like secretly dumping them in the background while they're in Discord saying, yo, we're going to fucking 10 ETH. We're going to 10 ETH. And then they dump it on them. So I look for that to be happening pretty soon. It always happens. You know, those who are most vocal about a project or a coin are typically the one dumping it like a dump truck in the background. These gold ones were selling for quite a pretty penny. I think they were at a 7 ETH floor like 2 days ago. Now I think they're at a 50 ETH floor. I don't know if anyone's actually buying these at 50. Apparently we had an Asian whale come in and sweep these. I didn't know there were whales in China. I thought they lived in the ocean, but apparently now they do. And they're sweeping these. They got a million traits, though. They fucked up the traits on this thing. Let's see. Can we go to type and see what the floor is? Holy shit. Dude, they have so many traits. Good luck finding it. Type, gold. I don't know. Tuck, did you buy any of these Kid Called Beasts? Or did you fade them? Generational wealth once again. I know you're a Solana motherfucker.
That grown up Mickey Mouse bullshit. That's what I did. I'm good on that. I'm good on that, Bart. I don't want them. It's what, another 3D? Just looks like more 3D bullshit to me. I mean, look, there's different little communities. They say, like, I haven't really looked into it too much. I don't care to. I think it's a waste of my time. So that's where I'm at with it.
Okay. So I think it's a waste of time. I don't know if you don't like money, but I'm looking now at this beast number 6267, a gold one. Gold is now sitting at a 30 ETH floor. The last sale on this was at 0.39 on this gold guy. So pretty interesting. I mean, some actually pretty intense, massive gains here. There's actually only 3 for sale at the moment. So a Kid Called Beast seeming to be one of the only NFT PFPs that's actually doing anything in this type of bear market. Yeah. And the interesting thing is they actually do apparently have some sort of utility. I've seen people be making some cool things with their character in AR and character in 3D. I don't know, Tuck, do you see a lot of new PFPs even hitting the market these days?
Not really. You saw Bonk. No. There's nothing's really hitting the market. Nothing's hitting the market and sticking. At least I'd say. I mean, what you have? King Fudd. He revived the mischievous Mac.
Well,
What are those things called? Yeah. But other than that, the Bonks they failed horribly. It's just there's so many Bonk derivatives that came out. You saw a DeGod or Defraud female project derivative come out. That wasn't anything special. Just another pump and dump rug. I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't think too much stuff's coming out. You see Doodle Copter. I mean, what all the Doodles stuff. You what Ordinals? You got those shards. Woo! so exciting. I mean, I don't know. Everything seems so dull right now in the space.
Hmm. Well, ordinals, I don't see any ordinals. And if you, yeah, I don't know if the ordinals just hang out somewhere else or what. I think there's like 100 of them. They're all annoying as shit. But look, I'm looking at the top 20 on OpenSea. It's the same old, same old. Look, we got Doodles up here. We got Mutant up here. We got Bored Ape Yacht Club up here. Pudgy Penguins, 5.59 ETH. I will say that's one project that has been doing something in the bear market. Kid Called Beast now up here as well. CloneX falling off the face of the earth. This is my problem with CloneX. CloneX could literally just get LeBron and Serena Williams and any of those fuckers to rock these things as PFPs, and they don't. It tells me that this partnership with Nike, I don't know if they're reevaluating it or what the hell they're doing here. We had a CloneX up on stage yesterday. One of the biggest bag holders say that the project is doing nothing. They just like the PFP. So, again, I've just been confirmed that the project is doing nothing. They're dropping virtual sneakers that nobody asked for. I think they're on collection number 20 of virtual sneakers. Maybe they're taking notes from Vultura. Seems to be working. Digi Daigaku Dragon Eggs at a 0.27 ETH floor. So that $800 was dropped from the sky. Again, the thing that was interesting about Digi Daigaku, these Dragon Eggs, is that there's 3,205 owners. And I come to find out that nobody who actually scanned the TV got this fucker. There was people running bots that were like scanning the QR code every like 0.1 seconds for the entire duration of the Super Bowl. And those are the people that actually ended up minting them, which is smart. Look, you can't blame them. But again, this type of event that was meant for onboarding, massive onboarding, ended up just giving the money right back to those who know how to manipulate the NFT market. So I don't know if that was a win or not, but now it's already forgotten. So $6 million down the drain. I forget who said it. I think David said it yesterday. They could have gave that money to Mr. Beast and had a YouTube video with 100 million views that would be forever gaining. Like, it would just be forever getting views. Now this Super Bowl commercial, I promise you, nobody was considering that commercial for like a top 10 commercial. And I saw the top 10 commercials, and they were bad. But this one was so fucking bad. It's like Scan Now with some anime chick going, huh? And then some guy slicing his sword going, sing, 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 sing. Some little dragon like jumping around in the gold chips. I mean, fucking terrible. I could have made a better commercial in Midjourney in about 25 minutes if you gave me the time. I could have made a better commercial. Ethan, do you think that was a good use of $6 million for the Digidaigaku Super Bowl commercial?
I'd pay $6 million every day to boost my Twitter engagement. So,
Okay.
yes.
All right. I don't know you're Celine. Look, we got Celine somewhere lurking on Twitter. Apparently, she spends $160 million a year, yet hangs out 22 hours a day on Twitter. Okay, we're looking now at Porsche. Porsche NFT still at 2.49. I don't think they've done anything. I don't think they're going to do anything. Trump trading cards still pumping, actually, still moving. I think David has like 100 million of those things. I don't know if he's going to go play golf with Trump or whatever, but now sitting at 0.65, you could have minted that for $99. Not a bad pump. And I think these might continue to move. You know, the election, funny enough, may actually affect the prices. I know LeBron hit some sort of PR. Who cares? Nobody watches the NBA. But LeBron hit some sort of record. What record did LeBron hit? Who would know that shit? Tuck, you know, look, we got more. Didn't LeBron break some new NBA record?
Yeah, he broke the all-time scoring record. Hasn't been broken for like 30 years or something.
Okay.
And they stopped the game. Like, he broke the record, and then they just completely stopped the game. Like, brought out a stage. The commissioner came out. It was like absolutely ridiculous.
Why'd they stop the game?
Wait, are you serious?
They stopped it to like celebrate. Like, they just pulled out a microphone. They did like a whole presentation. They had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar come out and like pass the torch to him. Like, this is like, there's time left. There are people on the other team. They're just like, what the fuck is going on right now? And LeBron, his team, the Lakers, ended up losing by like 15.
Okay. Well, I guess when you're LeBron, you literally do anything. You want to stop the game? Fuck it. You stop the game, roll around on the court, and cry a little bit. No, just kidding. Very impressive stat. So I'm reading now. LeBron James broke the NBA all-time scoring record on Tuesday, scoring his 38,388th point and surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's 39-year-old mark in the process. Not that impressive. I could probably do that with one eye closed. LeBron hype is apparently fueling increased NFT sales on NBA Top Shot, including packs that could win buyers an NFT of the record-breaking shot. So, interestingly enough, let's see what the prices are on this. I guess people couldn't have the foresight to predict that these would be pumping, but now they are. Look, oh yeah, you could win that record-breaking shot. I don't know. This is what I think is super interesting when we talk about ticketing and these types of things in terms of NFTs. Imagine if this game was ticketed via an NFT. I think you could see some sort of run up on those types of things. I always thought that ticketing would be the primary use case of NFTs for the mass market. You know, like the game when something crazy happens or like, yeah, I mean, like Michael Jordan does like a special slam dunk or some shit. Those vintage tickets, those paper tickets are framed and nerds are selling those back and forth. So now imagine if you could NFTify that. I think you'll see some of the same action here. Yeah, these NFTs, 35% increase for LeBron NFTs. So if you predicted he was going to be breaking the score record, you could have won, but you didn't. The top bid is 5 ETH on a so rare NFT. See, there's so many of these fucking sport NFTs. I don't even know which ones to even buy anymore. Anybody be trading sport NFTs? Anyone's trading sport NFTs? No one gives a fuck. No, anyone in NFTs, they're trading pictures of monkeys. What's up, Mort?
Panini, the company that makes the sports cards and kind of has like a monopoly on the whole market and the licensing, I'm pretty sure they do like on-chain sports cards. I'll try to find the link for you.
On-chain sports cards. You know, the best. Yeah.
The 10 and shit, just like the normal sports cards, all the different colors, all the rip-offs. But now they're on chain, so they can print even more than they already do.
We're literally inventing money from the fucking sky. I mean, that's where it's at. I mean, at least with like real sports cards, you can go to trading events, talk with the other nerds where no one wears deodorant, and be like, yo, I've got this sport card that only a small percentage of people on the earth actually care about, but somehow has a value of $30,000. So that's the best part about sport cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Pokemon cards is trading them with other nerds. Now you're just trading the digital version. I mean, why the fuck not? I'm pretty sure there was who's the guy from Duke? That massive dude. He's like a fucking tank. I think they made an NFT of him as like rookie NFT.
Zion?
Yeah, Zion. Zion NFT. I'm pretty sure this shit just ripped. Zion NFT. Wow, there's a lot of Zion basketball NFT. I'll pass it off to Shield. Shield, are you trading sports NFTs?
No.
Okay, amazing. Thanks for the. There's a ton of fake Zion NFTs now. I've coming to find, but I'm pretty
Who's
sure
Zion? Oh wait, never mind. No, I know. Never mind. Sorry.
Zion Williamson. He's like the guy that eats nails for breakfast. You know, he's like triple the size. He could probably rip you in half, Shield. Like if he really was motivated and just like off of like pre-workout, he could probably tear your arms off your body.
Are NBA Top Shots still a thing? I wasn't in the NFT space when those were popping, but I don't know if those are still a thing or not.
Well, we saw some action on the LeBron NBA Top Shots after he broke the scoring record. So I don't know why no one actually predicted this. Oh, I'm in Taiwan. Top Shot is being blocked for my IP. Very nice. So if you predicted that LeBron was going to break the scoring record, you could have made a play. I'm pretty sure, according to this article, because Top Shot is blocked for me, maybe someone can get in there and taste around a little bit. Pretty sure LeBron NFTs were up 35% after the scoring record. And there was a chance you could actually get that scoring record point. Yeah, so they're still making them, Shield, but I don't think they're anywhere near what they used to be. What's up, Benji? Benji, are you trading Top Shots?
No, I'm not trading Top Shots. I was looking at them when they came out, but did you ever hear about the De'Aaron Fox one? I think it was called Swipe of the Fox. That was my first rug, actually. I didn't hold it for too long after the rug because obviously I'm not going to hold that, but he made some pretty crazy promises and was not able to deliver, and he's got no backlash at all. So
wait,
pretty weird.
This is a sport NFT?
Not necessarily a sport NFT, but De'Aaron Fox. He's an NBA player. He's the one who ran.
De'Aaron Fox. Whatever happened to Scottie Pippen's NFT? Do we remember that? Remember he joined Spaces like twice, and everyone was like shouting him out, and he's like throwing up peace signs. Whatever his intern was doing on that account, He joined Spaces twice, and I don't remember anything that ever happened. Scottie Pippen, let's see. Scottie Pippen, SP33. Let's check this out. We got a .09 floor on Scottie Pippen. .09 floor. Well, hold on. It may be up. Nope. It's down 80%. So, unfortunately, Scottie Pippen had a better NBA career than he did in NFTs. See, this is the thing with these celebrity NFTs. I don't know why people still continue to try with these things. I mean, we had Chris Breezyverse. If you're familiar with Chris Breezyverse, Chris Brown. Chris Brown has one of the highest followings on Instagram for a musician. I'm pretty sure Chris Brown Instagram. I want to get you the actual numbers just to put this into perspective. Chris Brown official. Let's see here. He's got 132 million followers on Instagram. His average likes on Instagram seem to range anywhere from 500K to 1 million. In some cases, I'm looking here when he's smiling with a baby, he's getting 2.5 million. So absolutely insane engagement. And he could not sell more than 250 NFTs out of a 10K collection. So these celebrity NFTs still continue to pop up. People still continue to buy them, throw their money at them. I think it's the worst idea ever. We even have the Cristiano Baloney NFT. Do you guys remember Cristiano Baloney? That NFT is down 90% as well. Like the gold statue.
Remember when the World Cup happened? Those dropped, the Argentina and all those like trading cards, Messi cards and Ronaldo cards and whatever.
How are they doing?
Oh, they're doing absolutely completely shit. I think most of them got taken off of OpenSea in like 4 hours, but I knew the cards were like trading when the World Cup ended.
Shield, do you think celebrity NFTs and athlete NFTs can work? Do you think they haven't been done right, or do you think they're just fatal inherently?
None of the, unless we get somebody that actually has some common sense, it's most likely going to be a cash grab. Like, look at even the people that we thought were somewhat well versed in Web3, like Logan Paul. Look what the fuck he did with CryptoZoo and shit. Like, you can't give anybody like any type of what's it called? You can't give anybody a leeway anymore. You have to you can't take anybody's word for their word. You have to just let them prove it first.
Proof is in the pudding. And I love pudding. I really do. You ever had like good pudding? Not like the one from the packages, the plastic packages, but like grandma made pudding. Shit is slapping. CryptoZoo, I want to get some price action on this. I'm pretty sure after the CoffeeZilla video came out, this actually started ripping. Like it was up thousands of %. And I'm pretty sure Logan also announced that he was coming back to CryptoZoo. The eggs are still unhatched, apparently. It's only been like a year and a half. The eggs are still waiting to hatch. There must be something big good in here. But I also know that he was a lawsuit has been formally issued against him. Okay, so they pumped and then they fell again. So they went from a .00001. We're talking 3 zeros here. Wait, I can't even tell. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so .00003 zeros and then a 1. That was on December 5th. And then shortly later, on January 2nd, they were at a .2158 ETH floor. Generational wealth. You faded once again. But who could have known? And this is one of the interesting things. I think that FUD is one of the strongest attention grabbers in NFTs. The more you FUD something, the more attention it's going to get. Look, this was only getting FUD. I mean, CoffeeZilla basically stabbed him in the back. I don't know if you could call it stabbing him in the back because there was a lot of information in there. But CoffeeZilla made a 3-part video series with millions of views on Logan Paul's scam. And all that happened was that the collection fucking pumped. Generational wealth, thousands of % up. And people obviously played this. Now the collection is falling. It's since down over 70% since those videos were made. I want to pass it off to Mort. Mort, were you able to look up a little bit about those NFTs?
Yeah, I actually did. I sent you a link to the Panini marketplace. So they call them NFTs, but it looks like it's called the Panini blockchain, and all the activity is on their website. So you can buy the NFT, you can't check the recent sales, and there's just unlimited of them, and you can't pull them out of the app. It kind of looks like Vive, and like they're calling them NFTs, but I'm trying to figure out what blockchain. It just looks like it's just on their website though.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it now. They've like turned these into like comic books. these basketball player cards. Super interesting. Looks strange. I know that the card market does play by weird rules. Like in Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, there's very strict rules in what cards you're allowed to use and sort of like the ecosystem and that sort of thing. Magic the Gathering, even like Hearthstone. The thing about Hearthstone is you can't take your cards away from Hearthstone. It's like a digital card game. You can't take them away from Hearthstone. They're only operable within that ecosystem. So I look to see something the same actually within Web3. It just makes total sense as a game developer. But regardless, this isn't a game. But I'm interesting to see these NFTs. They look pretty valueless. What's up, Mort?
Yeah, no, they're like mad valueless. I was big in the card game right before NFTs, and like pretty much the value of all the cards kind of tanked now. And the only way that the card market still exists is now they do the like breaks on whatnot. So people just stream opening packs for other people and like freak out when they hit a good card. But usually everyone just gets wrecked.
Those are the best videos ever. Go to like pack openings on YouTube and just sort by like view count. The top video is like some fucking dude cross-eyed when he pulled like some hollow Pokemon card. He's like, "What's going on, YouTube? We got super unlucky here, back with a card opening." Yeah, you want to see a nerdgasm video? I don't even think they like doing the videos anymore. They're just stuck.
Yeah, have you seen the videos of them bringing the little drug scales to Walgreens and stuff so they can scale the card packs?
No way. What, for like a heavier like holographic one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember
shit.
the lens people go
If
to?
there's one with if it has like a jersey patch in it, then the box will usually be heavier. I had the Walmart plug, not going to dox too much, but basically I got the full supply of all the cards, and there is a weight difference in the ones with better cards.
Holy shit, we're surrounded by nerds. Where's Fungible? I'm pretty sure Fungible does like card openings still. Like he followed me on Instagram. He's like, another unlucky day at Walmart. All the whatever cards are sold out today. We'll be back again tomorrow. And then there's one, he was like digging underneath the shelf and he found like an old pack. He's like, rare find. He's like, holy shit, we just struck gold. It was like a thing that fell under there like a year ago. Anyways, let's pass it off to Ethan. Ethan, are you trading any of these sports NFTs?
Zero chance. You know my opinion on sports, but let's hear me out real quick. All right, like you seen Donald Trump release an NFT. You know what I mean? And like that shit pumped if you bought it at mint price. I've been thinking about this for a while. If Barack Obama dropped NFT, you think that shit's gonna pump up too? So I feel like that could be in the future for us eventually.
Look, I think Trump is in its own league. I wouldn't even consider him a celebrity at this point. I think he's moved beyond celebrity status like some people have. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, look, Trump has some loyal people that following him. I think Obama has some people like that as well. I think an Obama collection could do well. I think a Joe Biden collection could also do well, legitimately, if he remembered to actually launch it. So, I mean, it'd be interesting to see these types of people that want to jump in there. I mean, celebrities, anytime they get their hands on NFTs, it just seems like a red flag to me. It legitimately does. I mean, you can go in the top 100. I'm not seeing any celebrities in here. Legitimately, not a single celebrity. Even though Doodles is at number 3, I'm pretty sure they put Pharrell as his chief brand officer. Something like that. I don't think he's done anything. I mean, the brand has never been in a worse position. I mean, you have Poopy, the CEO founder, actually responding to some of the tweets from these accounts, trying to defend his collection. You know, they've done over 200,000 ETH in volume, and when you say one piece of factual information about Doodles, you know, Poopy has to come out there and give his Poopy opinion. And what a terrible name, Poopy. Pharrell should have immediately had him change his name. If I was chief brand officer and the CEO's name was Poopy, my first order of business would be changing his name from Poopy to something else. That would literally be my first job. I mean, I thought Doodles had actually one of the strongest brands visually in NFTs. Rainbow, shit like that. I mean, they literally dominated Rainbow, and no one else has really taken it to those levels yet. I remember what was that one collection, like those 3D invisible ones? Was it invisible ones? Do you guys remember what I'm talking about? These like 3D walking collection. Remember that little meta? There was like those 3D NFTs that were walking.
Very ones. I actually paid a Fiverr artist to try and get whitelist for it, and I think it was a rug pull.
Which one was it? What was the name of it?
Imaginary.
Oh,
Ones.
Imaginary One. Yeah. Dude, this was one of the most hyped projects I've I can remember. I mean, Imaginary Ones had hundreds of thousands of followers on their Twitter. I remember an article came out recently, like right before they launched, sort of denouncing their followers as being completely fake. I mean, the art is fucking terrible. I cannot even imagine how this thing actually launched. But they've done 13,000 in volume. The website was incredible. They definitely had a good team behind it. When I say good team, I mean skilled team, not a great team because the collection is only falling. But yeah, this is the type of stuff I'm talking. Okay, so 20% unique owners for Imaginary Ones. And then if you remember the Squiggles drama, do you guys remember Squiggles? I'm just kind of taking a trip down memory lane here. I think it's important we take a look back. You remember Squiggles? And Gavin Mayo, the founder. I'm pretty sure he was incarcerated, the Squiggles founder. Let's see, Gavin Mayo. Let's see here. Remember that article that came out before Squiggles launched? If you don't remember Squiggles was a very similar to Imaginary Ones. It was pretty similar to Doodles. This like 3D NFT. The art was actually pretty cool, but that's how these things roll. Same exact network of people, same exact network of followers, same exact network of botters, and they basically rigged this thing up to be a sellout right before it came out. Right before the collection launched, a thread came out basically calling them. It was like a 70-page article talking about the rug pool, them in the club, with fucking sparklers, celebrating like a premature rug. So super interesting. I don't know if that behavior has truly been weeded out yet, because with Bonk, you look at something like Bonk. Apparently, when things are pumping, nobody gives a fuck. That's what I've realized. When things are pumping, nobody gives a fuck. So I look for the same thing with like projects like Squiggles. Like nobody was asking questions. If that shit was mooning, nobody asked the question. And now that Bonk is down in the gutter, we're now starting to see unveil a little bit more information. If Bonk was still rising, do you think anyone would be asking questions? Do you think Alex would be parading around to be the president of Solana or whatever the fuck his copy pasta is of the day? No. People would be buying in. They'd be FOMOing in. Nobody would give a fuck. That's the thing. When things are pumping, nobody gives a fuck. When things are dumping, then they start to research. They actually start to do their due diligence. I don't know if it's human nature, a result of Web3. I see the same thing in stocks. At least for me, when a stock is pumping, you're like, oh, what is this? IQI, it's the Netflix of China. Fuck it. Here we go. Let's jump it in. Know nothing about it. Just let's go in, baby. Options trading. I have no idea what this company does, but holy shit, let's take a gamble. Boom. Let's just throw it in there. And there goes your entire paycheck when you're a lifeguard in college. Just throw it all on IQ puts, the Netflix of China. So, yeah, I mean, does anyone still trade stocks in NFTs? I feel like this is the heroin of investing. Like once you come here, like stocks is beer, options is weed, and crypto is cocaine, and NFTs are heroin. I feel like once you get to NFTs, it's really hard to go back to anything, like legitimately. Tuck, are you still trading any? Well, I don't even know if you trade NFTs at this point. I know you got an OK Bear, and then you immediately floored it. I think that was your last trading activity. Are you still trading anything other than NFTs?
No. Just besides like being absolutely bored at 2 in the morning with the boys, and then like maybe hitting a random flip here or there, like a little coin flip. But I'm not trading anything. Maybe it's just turned into the just absolute degenerate gambling from time to time. And that's actually at an all-time low. That's not like a serious thing. But yeah, no, I'm not really trading anything. I'm actually like I just got the Alpha Beast, not the shill, but I got that Alpha Beast pass, and I'm definitely gonna be trying to check that out this week. I was looking at it earlier today. I don't know. Actually, I think it like already worked. I just didn't sell, so I haven't like. Let me look at the floor price. I don't know. I'm not gonna say the project, but they called some stuff. I bought a few. The price was up when I looked earlier, so I just was like, maybe I'll check back in a few hours. But you know how fast things can change. So it look maybe if I would have taken the profits, I'm still trying to pull it up right now. I'm doing like 10 things. I have the stream set up and whatnot. So let's see, OpenSea. Let's see if I would have made money with Alpha Beast on the first day having it. Let's see.
Alpha Beast. I don't know. Is there really alpha in these types of markets? And is it
I don't
beastly?
know. I mean, look, you have like the demons of the world. I mean, it seems like he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, but he never shares it. Dude, he shares it like
Yeah,
2
I
days
know.
later. Motherfucker,
That's
you
what
bring him up.
we got to get his ass in here daily. We got to get
Ah,
him in
dude,
here.
fuck that. No, he's dead. Dude, he is a
That
demon, bro. The
motherfucker's
name is
printing
appropriate.
At the bottom. Right at the fucking bottom.
Where's Running
Okay.
Man? I need Running Man
Oh,
back.
dude, I'm up. Hey, shout out to Alpha Beast. I'm up. I'm fucking up right now. So hey, just a little bit, but
Up
depends on
what?
how much you. What? What do you mean? It's on ETH. I'm not trading shit on Sol.
No, I know, but
Oh
what is
wait,
your?
there's something coming up on Sol
What
though.
did you
There's
make?
something coming up. Huh?
What was your gain?
I haven't sold. I'm not selling, dude. It's still up.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
you're not
selling.
up
I'm
shit,
diamond
dude.
hands.
You're up in theory.
Diamond fucking hands, Bart.
Dude, you're you're theoretically up. You're like Greek philosopher up.
Dude, look. You got to do what you got to do, right? Like I got to catch the 5. The 3.9x is not enough. I need 5. Okay.
So you've 3.9x on an Alpha Beast play?
Actually, if you look at the chart today, I missed it. I would have actually 4x'd. I would have 4x'd I would have actually 4x'd if I sold when I was looking at it earlier. But now I'm at like about a 2x. So
Okay.
that's okay.
So you're not going to sell is basically what you're
No,
telling me.
dude, it's gonna come back, dude. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back up, dude.
Dude, it never
Fuck, man.
Dude, it never goes back up. It never goes unless you sell, and then it immediately goes back up. The moment you sell, Tuck, is the minute that it's going to go back up. I don't even want to
Yeah.
know the name of the collection. So it was a 4x, and now it's a 2x, and now you're
Dude, the
you're
art's
locked in
stupid.
to ride it all the way back down to your buy-in.
The art's so stupid.
Okay.
It's I'll DM it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it.
Well, you're telling me it's about to go back up. Why would you tell me not to buy it?
It's gonna go, dude. They haven't even started the burn. Dude. Everyone's doing a burn now, dude. You drop one thing, you're like, oh, it's gonna change metadata. You burn this many for this. You burn this many for that. Who the fuck is Fax up here? Is it Fax or is it Town?
I don't want to
Who the
hear
fuck
from
is-
fucking Fax, dude. I don't want to hear from Fax. Look,
Oh,
he
dude.
switched to a
That
D-God, and now
motherfucker.
he's got.
He posted like, what are those checks at, dude? Those checks fucking dumped, dude. He was like, oh.
Hey,
check-
don't fuck my bags, Tuck.
Fud him.
Oh
Fud him.
shit. Who was that?
Fucking Shield, the tout derivative.
Oh,
I mean, dude.
I'm trying to set up the stream. So. what's up?
Okay. Look, the Checks VV edition, I knew that shit was going to dump. I mean, what in the fuck even is this? Every NFT they sell, they feed someone in need, dude. Anytime I see that bullshit, I'm running the other way. No, they're doing a great thing. But what in the actual fuck are we looking at here? From the second I saw this, I was sus. Shield, what is a bull case on?
How can you call it a dump? How can you call it a dump, Bark?
Because it's dumping.
It literally minted, bro. He sold it for $8, Bark. If the secondary market makes up a price, it's on the secondary market. It's not on the project or the fucking artist. Like, he
Well,
sold it for $8.
Market-
NFT.
they say ball don't lie. Market never lies. And now the market is looking at this and say, wait a second, we're paying. Let's see how much the floor price. We're paying $1,500 for a couple pixels on the screen. I think people are now starting to wake up a little bit, Shield. But what is the bull case as to why this would even rise anymore? I mean, the floor price is now down from 2.5 to 0.95 and falling free fall. What would be the bull case as to still be bullish on this project, and why didn't you sell at the top?
I don't know why I didn't sell at the top. I don't sell anything. I probably should have fucking sold. I'm just saying, dude, like, first is deflationary, so I guess that's a bull case, right? So once they keep going down, the numbers are going to stay down. And at that point, I mean, it's assumptions, but most of the time it's gone up for projects that do well. Go ahead, Ethan. Yes, yes.
Dude, no, don't fucking pass it out to Ethan. Dude, Ethan does the fucking down thumb. I'm done. I do not call on him when he does that. May
He's
work
gonna
on other
derail
people.
and start talking about crazy shit.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna be like, well, if you were a fucking free thinker, Shield, and not a hive mind, you would have not have bought that fucking Checks VV edition. Okay, you just get a couple darts and you smoke them, and we're out here in Canada, and nobody likes Canada because it's actually cold all the time, and the people here aren't as nice as they say they are. Okay, so yeah, look, you got to just fucking listen to him bitch him up. I mean, dude, no wonder he's upset. It's fucking. I looked at the forecast for Canada. It's like 12 degrees Fahrenheit and raining. I mean, how could you be excited about life when it's 12 degrees Fahrenheit and raining? So I can't think of an actual bull case for these checks at this point. I mean, every single one and their moms launched their own checks collection. Now we're just flooded with these things. I mean, there's enough checks collections for everyone on Earth to have one. And at this point, look, I think the checks era is over with. Now we're moving into units. We've gone from checks, and now we're into number NFTs. It's just a couple numbers.
Units.
How many bags do you have, Shield?
16.
Okay. Well,
Wait, that's what I was talking about. Hold on.
oh, wait, this is the one you were talking about?
Yeah, dude, that shit. Holy fuck! What?
I mean, dude,
Let's
it's like
fucking
number
go,
2 on
Shield.
OpenSea. It's not like you found some grand discovery. Okay.
Hey, well, look, I don't do Ethereum.
Wow, it went
so
to .07? Holy fuck.
Alphabet. It went to .08, dude. We're printing.
Well, you were printing. Now this shit's fucking free falling like John Mayer. I mean, I'm looking at
It
this now.
depends on where you bought in, Bark.
Well, okay. It depends when you bought it. I mean, this was at a .003. This is when Aaron Ito told me to buy it, and I called him an idiot. And now it could just completely start to rip it. Maybe I should stop fading people, but you can't trust anybody these days. Wow, the volume on this is insane. Look how many sales, dude. Every like fucking 5 seconds.
Look how many listed, dude. There's 10% of a 39,000 like collection listed.
But what
That's
is it
crazy.
though? I mean, what are we looking
Wait
at
until
here?
they start the burn.
But you have
dude.
to add them. Yeah, go ahead, Tuck.
No, you're gonna get crazy fucking colorful fucking alarm clock fucking NFTs,
Oh my
dude.
god.
No,
Fucking
that's
digital
okay.
alarm
I
clock.
thought you were
bullshit.
actually. I thought you were gonna.
Yeah, don't
say
have Tuck,
something with that.
dude. Don't pass it off, dude. If you want to save your bags, don't pass it off to Tuck. If you're trying to get a big exit, just dump them and then pass it off to Tuck. All right, so
Vince,
Shield,
the
what you
goal of-
collect these and you get a colorful alarm clock?
No, so you can collect them and then you could burn and add the numbers to like a certain number. So people are gonna try to get either their NFT number or 69 or 420 or blah de blah, whatever. The max number you could get to is 9999. So that's essentially that's why you see a lot of ones at the floor because it's gonna take a lot of ones to add up to whatever number you want.
Okay. So no utility. You could have just said that.
Absolutely no utility at all. Correct.
So this is a fool's game. And this is the thing about, I mean, majority of NFTs are just fool's game anyways. Okay. Oh, I'm starting to see some of them now say number 2. Most of these are just fool's games anyway, trying to find the bigger idiot. I mean, that's basically what NFTs have always been. How can you find a bigger idiot to buy this from you? And how do you do that? You just be super bullish on it. You're in the group chats. You're like, holy shit, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Shield and Tuck are just spamming the group chat. Holy shit, guys, you can get like your favorite number, 420, 69, colorful alarm clocks. And then meanwhile, you go check their alt wallets and they're just letting this shit fucking dump all over retail. I mean, why wouldn't you though? I mean, why the fuck wouldn't you? Look, we got BlockFi up here. If anyone's going to know anything about this project, it's going to be him. So we'll pass it over to BlockFi.
Yeah, Bark, thanks. No, dude, this project, I'm not normally bullish on these things, but the dynamics of it is actually really complicated. So if you look at the numbers of these UINTs that have been minted, out of all the 39,116 supply, 29,000 of them are minted with the 1. So the way it happened, basically, it minted from 1 all the way to 50. And just like what Shield said, you can combine all these numbers to get to 9,999. The thing that I like about this collection, rather than the checks and where checks got it wrong, checks had to launch a second collection. And what you basically had was, I call it like the Mutant Hound like arbitrage, where basically you burn this one collection that's worth like 2 ETH, but when you're getting the new one, it's only worth like 0.7 or just way under, so it makes no sense to burn it and jump to the next collection, and it just breaks down from there. With the UINTs, you're going to be able to basically burn them on the same contract, and you're going to see the supply come down. What I love about it, I read the contract, and it's implemented all within. So the guy that came out with it is not bullshit. I think they're going to run, in my personal opinion, because I think most people are holding the ones. Like, for example, you look at the top holder, he's holding 600, but he's holding all ones. So like you can have a guy that's holding like 30 of these, but they're holding way more in terms of value. So it's pretty interesting. And also there's a lot of arbitrage trade that you can do. So instead of buying a 1 at a unit rate of 0.02 ETH, you can look at a 20 and get maybe a unit rate of 0.006, for example.
Oh shit! This is one of those collections where you got to be good at math.
Yeah, exactly.
I like
And
the
I'm
ones where you
telling
got
you,
to be good at looking at fun pictures. That's kind of where I reside. But okay, so Bach, people are going to be burning these, therefore increasing the value. There's also like a strategy playing in here because things might be undervalued for the floor. So there's a lot of ways to basically play this. But where does this go? I mean, where does this project go? Is this going to go to zero eventually? Like, is this a known going to zero type deal, or do you actually believe that
I
this? And then before you say, but you have to tell me how many you own. So give me your like number value, whatever special way you phrased it.
yeah. So like what I'm holding, if you count up all my units, I'm at 1,000, or I'm holding about 117. All
Holy
right.
shit.
So my
I just bought a 6 as we speak.
yeah. So my initial strategy when I came into it, I immediately saw like the divergence. So I bought a bunch at the 10s and the 20s at a pretty like cheaper than the mid rate. My thing is, I think it's gonna run up like a checks, but I think what's gonna end up happening, in my personal opinion, I think maybe the ones get to a point of like point 0.1. So then that becomes like the unit rate throughout.
Wait,
So I think yeah, go ahead.
point one.
So like to get a one, it will be point 0.1.
You think the one is gonna go to point one from 0.02?
Yeah, that's an easy run. I mean, look
It's
at this.
got to
This
be
thing is already
burned,
done.
right? They're gonna get burned to be added into new numbers, Park. So like it's gonna be less and less ones because there's 20,000 plus ones, so a majority of them are gonna get burned.
Okay, and there's
Yeah, like
forty
for
thousand.
example,
There's 40,000 of these fuckers.
yeah, say for example, right, Bart, you have like out of all the ones, there's 29,000 of them. Everybody that can't really afford to get like bigger ones, right? They combine their ones to make a bunch of twos, right? In one pass, you can have like maybe 10,000 burned. You know?
So the supply of this eventually is going to be much lower with people having their favorite numbers. So like my favorite number is 420. So I'm gonna spend a college tuition acquiring the number 420 in this one collection. And then you could then turn around and then sell that 420 because at a certain point, right, it might be more difficult to make certain combinations of numbers because the actual pieces are going to be gone, right? So like to make
The
420,
max number is 9999. You can't go above that.
but that would be
I
that
don't
would
know.
be a fourth of the collection, no?
From like this is how I'm playing, and I play NFTs, right? There's gonna be people that are just whales, and just for the status symbol, they're gonna try to get to the 9,999, and that can be like that one special one of one. I think a lot of people are gonna do like the 69s, the 420s. The key metric that I'm getting really bullish on this right now. It has more holders than the checks project. It does have more, but I think the more holder that it does have, that means more participation. So if you have a lot of participation and people combining these, it's like a burn machine, you know. And I think the play is like hold it, don't combine it or burn it, and basically play on on the
Play the
demand side.
floor.
So I'm looking at the distribution right now. This is pretty unique. 25% of the owners own between 4 and 10 of them. It's pretty rare to see something like that. Even 8% of the owners own over 11 to 25 of them. So people are acquiring them, they're hoarding them, they're buying them, they're loving them. I don't know. I maybe I don't see it. The top wallet is owning 604 of them. So holy shit, Bachfi, you're
It's
one of the
all
top
ones,
wallets,
bro.
King.
It's all ones.
Okay. It's all ones. Oh, the top owner's owning all ones. So these rare numbers will eventually be like impossible to make in theory, right? Like if I wanted to make the number 699, like eventually it's going to become more difficult to make these combinations. So holding the ones is
No. For example, I can make a 419. You could buy my 419, get a one, put it together, and get a 420.
got it.
Also, it's like you're looking at 420 and stuff, but look at it like ENSs. People are going to be making their NFT IDs and stuff too. So like that's also a case as well. Since there's 9999, I feel like a lot of them are going to be like going for like just say 6852 or 1043 or whatever it may be.
Okay, and when do these dump? let's try to get this figured out here. When are these gonna dump?
I mean, how much volume did checks do? Checks did about
Did a fuck ton, dude.
uh,
They were
like what
beating
10K
out.
worth of volume?
Yeah, dude. Checks were beating out the um, the passes from Yuga. They were minting out like the Doogie Dash passes. Or they were beating them in volume. I mean, Checks has done in total 18,551 volume in a bear market, like in a pretty bad bear market, and that's from January 2nd.
All right, this collection it minted out literally yesterday at 12 a.m. UTC. It's already done 1,200.
Yeah.
And then but the key thing about it, look at the sales. Look how many sales went due. Look how many NFTs traded hand. It's
Who's
insane.
behind this fucker? Who's running this thing?
It's just random guy from Texas. He's
Read
pretty
the
Dutch.
bio on OpenSea.
Okay, we'll read it out
Yeah,
loud.
he's Dots. His name is like Park Thompson. I think Park Tom. I think that's his username. He seems pretty like he's not very popular or famous or whatever. He only has like, I think when I got into it, he only had like 1,100 followers. Right now he's at 2,400, 2,500. So
Okay, so
it seems pretty like innocent. You know,
how
it seems pretty
who?
innocent.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to understand more about this collection as to why it's actually moving and how somebody like him was able to get a collection like this to pump. Like, how does somebody like Parker, who was irrelevant, get a collection to be number 2 on OpenSea? The pieces aren't adding up. The pieces are not adding up. I got my eyes on you, BlockFi.
No, Bark. I know why. It's because the check meta. See, like checks came in. He talked about this like you take your 280 checks and you combine it to a 40. You get a 40 to a 20. But he didn't plan on actually like from what I understand, that was not the original roadmap of it, right? It kind of came after, and then they didn't have that implementation in the contract itself. So it broke down because now you have this VV originals and then the VV edition checks, and you have that I call it the Moonhound arbitrage, and that shit just ruins the project because if you don't have enough people jumping on one end, and you don't have enough people like, and you still have people that are like, no, I'm never gonna move because these are the originals, and I don't want to go to the edition. It's like, it's a headache, and it diverts the funds, and then you have 300 ETH trading on one collection and another 300 ETH trading on another collection, and they're all divergent, and you have different people on both sides.
It also helped with the fact that like the unit's Twitter was tagging Jack Butcher in like derivatives of their numbers and like a check-based image. So like there are certain things they just played the meta right. That's honestly what I think. And the checks brought a lot of fucking liquidity into the market, so people are putting it into dumb shit, and that's actually turning into something now.
Well, I don't think this will be the last of these types of collections that we see, where they're just sort of this gamified mint and burn. I think these sort of gamified things are now what people want to do. I mean, look, I've talked about before the PFP meta is actually being nerfed by Elon Musk. It takes 1 week to change your PFP with Twitter Blue. So imagine that. Like, I think something that's legitimately underlooked at is the fact that like PFPs, number one, not only have people been building their brand around them and less likely to switch, just the supply and demand is way off. There's enough PFPs for every single human being on Earth, and there's only like 2,000 people, 3,000 people actually using them. And it takes a week to change. So I think these gamified mints, I mean, it started with Doogie Dash as quite literally an actual game, then moving into checks, now moving into numbers. These sort of gamified mints or these things that you can play strategically seem to be where the meta is going. I look forward to more of these things coming out. I need to do more research. I need to do more due diligence. I mean, you got people like Tuck just fucking buying them up. They don't even give a fuck. So at this point in time, it is warranted. You know, as soon as Tuck is there, you know, it's mass market. He's kind of my rolling indicator. That's kind of when I need to know, like it's hit the masses. So I need to understand a little bit more.
I was a little bit ahead though. Hold on. No. I had Alpha Beast. Alpha Beast got me 2 steps ahead.
Okay. Well, you can say whatever you'd like. My opinion has not changed, Tuck. I still feel the same way. Are you going to be combining these, Tuck, into a funny number like 420?
Dude, I'm debating. I don't know. Like, I honestly have no clue. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna dump them, right? I need to make some profits. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really care about like I don't know the checks they ran up and then they kind of dumped off. I mean, right now we're at like the start of like the next check meta thing where it's gonna pump up and they're gonna burn them and we run to. I'm not gonna say a number because I have no fucking clue. I don't do the ETH stuff, so I'm just like I'm been more interested in ETH since the start of this year. And so now I'm just trying to have some fun over here, but I'm gonna try and just take profits. So I'm gonna see
Can I
where
ask you
this will
guys a question?
ride to. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Shield. Go ahead. What?
What do you guys think about the Blur drop tomorrow?
Fuck. Don't ask me, dude. I don't fucking know.
Dude, it could be anything. Like it literally could be anything. I think speaking to
People are
people,
speculating $3 to $5. Like I don't.
yeah, I mean, I don't have a price speculation, but my my guess would be that shit runs up heavy and then it dumps pretty heavy. I mean, I've spoken to people that have been playing Blur this entire time, just wash trading random ass shit, like buying Azukis, dumping them, buying fucking dogs, dumping them, and that's how they're going to be play it. A quick pump, dump it on them. So that's kind of what I see. Shield. I mean, what do you expect? Do you think there's going to be longevity to it? I mean, this has been months in the making now with this Blur shit. What are you looking to see out of this Blur? Are you going to be playing this at all?
I mean, look at how ENS, look at SOS, look at looks like they all did, at least in the short term, meaning the first week or two, they did well, right? Like it was staying really well. I don't know the long term, or I'm looking at a very short term. I'm probably not going to dump the first day, but I am going to dump once I see like a little rise or a little dump coming in.
I wonder
I
what
posted
Blur.
a little thread up top. I don't. You can delete it if you'd like, but it's like goes very detailed into the Blur airdrop and stuff.
Okay, I wonder how this will affect Blur thereafter. You know, as people look at it as a marketplace. I mean, I don't think anyone's like in love with Blur. Like they love the UI or they blah, 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 blah. Maybe I don't know, but I don't know what's gonna happen to Blur after this. We'll see. They've kind of been like teasing this shit for a super long time. So this could be super exciting. It could not be. It could be a total bust. It could be a complete bust. But I'll look a little bit more into Blur so we can speak educated on it next space. If you are going to be playing Blur, let me know. Tweet at me. I'll probably not read it, but whatever. Just type your fingers, tap them away. I don't read half that shit. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, let me know if you're going to be playing it. Let me know if you're going to be playing these numbers as well. Tag me if you get a funny unit. If you get 69, let me know. I'm be super curious.
No, it's a UINT. It's a UINT.
Do we tag
It's not a
this
unit.
account or the Bark account?
You tag. Oh, like which one do you tag?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just go ahead and hit the @animal and then just go to the fuck. All right. So, interesting space. I don't know, chat. Are you going to be playing these YouTube things? Or are you going to be playing these numbers things? These units? I'm going to start calling them units just to piss people off. Like Chat GTP. When you call it Chat GTP, people always get angry. Units. We need to get your mic set up, intern. Like clip it onto the table. You gotta get your mic set up. Look, we got intern on a fucking beanbag over here. Great space, thank you, Morty. I don't know if anyone's buying these things, man, to be honest. I mean, Tuck is buying them. I know I got a shout to buy these like 2 days ago or whenever they minted. Not 2 days ago, but like whenever they minted, the shit's been like absolutely ripping. It was like a fraction. It was like $1. And now they're at 40. So could have retired my grandkids. So could have you, intern. So could have you. Which units? I don't know. Intern needs a mic. Yeah, we're gonna get we got an extra mic. We're gonna clip it to the table, and for the space tomorrow, pontification, we'll or whatever pre-pontification, we'll get it. Producer of a podcast vibes. Yeah, it'll be like Jamie from Joe Rogan. Big Jamie from Joe Rogan. What are we getting to eat today, intern? We're going to 101. Did you eat breakfast? Yeah. You can eat. Yeah, Taiwan food is incredible. My favorite part about Taiwan. The producer of podcast vibes, and then rug 'em hard. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with those units. I can't anticipate them staying up forever. That's kind of how these things go. When I say that, you're just selling them to the next idiot, you literally are selling them to the next idiot. I mean, literally no utility. I guess the long-standing utility can outbeat checks because you could get, like, let's just say you have a Bored Ape number 1005. You could go try to get the number 1005. So it has a cool mechanic to it, but it's obviously on a finite life cycle. Like, it will not last forever. So people think these are going to start running up again. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Do you think these are going to run up again? I have no clue. Anyways, appreciate y'all turning into the YouTube stream. We're going to continue to do these every single day. And then on the pontification, we are going to be doing the pre-stream as well. So that'll be lasting for like hour and a half before the show. So that starts at 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Eastern. It goes from 8 a.m. Eastern to 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So tune into that. We'll see you there. Appreciate y'all for joining. We'll see you again. We're working on some cool videos as well. So keep an eye on the channel. Keep an eye on the channel. We're working on some cool shit. Appreciate y'all. MCK, appreciate you. We'll go ahead and internal play a little bit of lo-fi to close it out. Go to that like box buster one. We're just going to keep working here. Just going to keep working. Chilling. It's cold as shit today. It is like fucking freezing. Feels like Canada. All right. Talk soon, chat.